Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some homemade hamburgers using my Monument grill. So the ingredients for this recipe are as follows. You're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 cup of plain breadcrumbs, 1/4 of an onion. We're going to chop that one up and we're going to saute it or grill it. A 1/2 pound of bacon, 2 eggs, and I know I'm going to butcher this one, but that's why I left it for the end. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. So the first step is to cook the bacon. All right, if you have an excessive amount of grease, you want to dump some of this out, but don't dump all of it because we're going to go ahead and use this to saute our onions. All right, just to get them a little translucent. We're gonna go ahead and put these babies next to our bacon and let them cool down because we're gonna be using this in our actual mix. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and mix everything together. This is the salt and pepper that I mentioned in the at the beginning of the video, but I forgot to mention I also put in a teaspoon of garlic powder. Throw that in there. Plain breadcrumbs. Throw in our bacon / onion concoction, our sauce, our eggs. We're gonna give this baby a good mixing. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. So once you get this mix, we're gonna go ahead and divide these up into patties. You can go 1/4 of a pound, 1/3 of a pound, or 1/2 a pound. Get a nice little ball, then just grab a piece here, right here. You can also get your scale out if you want. I'm just gonna eyeball it. So now we gotta make them into patties, and the easiest way that I found is to basically use a plate and some wax paper. You lay your first wax paper down. Go ahead and get one of your rolled up patties. Put another wax paper on top. And you just apply even pressure. And voila, you got your first patty. Peel the top one off. Set this one to the side. Put this next one on the bottom. Another one on top. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn this baby on. I do have a little smoke box over here. If you wanna know how I did that, I have a video that shows the seasoning and the smoke box creation. Go ahead and look at that in my channel. Here we go. We're gonna let this warm up for about 10 minutes. All right, so after about 10 minutes of heating it up, you should get around 500 to 550. We're gonna go ahead and lower it. Just be careful when you spray it down right now because you do have an open flame. We're gonna go ahead and start laying our patties down on the grill itself. I would suggest you get a bag so you can toss these look at this wax paper, parchment paper as you're laying them down. If they're too sticky, you can do that as well. I mean, these seem to be a little bit more stuck on my parchment paper, so I'm just gonna flip it over the spatula, release it here, then drop it down. I mean, I gotta say, this the size of the cooking space here is actually a decent size. I was able to fit 12 to 14 patties, and these were abnormally sized patties, so it's a respectable amount. All right, so at this point, we're gonna go ahead and close it. And now that the patties are already on the grill, we can go ahead and go into medium here. We don't want any of those flare-ups coming up while putting the patties down. So you wanna give them about 2 or 3 minutes, depending on how hot your grill is. About 2 or 3 minutes before you check on them. See how it's flaring up there? If it's too high, you can bring it down a little bit. And when you're working with gas grills, you want to get yourself a pretty decent size of a spatula. You don't want one of these little, first of all, a plastic one, or you don't want something that's too short. You're just putting your hand there and your arm in danger. So get yourself a nice size spatula. When you start seeing them turn a different color, you can go ahead and flip them. So we're looking for an internal temperature here of at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so once your meat gets to the temperature you want, 160 or higher for well done, you go ahead and pull these babies out and enjoy them. I am gonna add an extra step to mine. I am gonna put a little bit of cheese. Let that baby melt. Go. You always want to work your way from back to front when you're working on a gas grill or any type of grill, because if there's any flare-ups, it'll start from the back and then in the front. All right, once the cheese is melted, you can go ahead and plate your burger. Put this baby on here like this. Dress it up however you want and enjoy it. All right, guys. So this has been the Smoking Beard. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. But once again, this has been the Smoking Beard, showing you how to do some homemade hamburgers on your Monument grill. Catch you guys on the flip side.